All right, fourth graders, we are going to talk passion projects, genius hour projects, wonder projects, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it Genius Hour 2020 for our fourth grade class. Sometimes we've used passion projects and kids have been a little stressed. Oh my goodness, I don't have a passion, or I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. And so this is your time to do what you want. I want you to embrace this and say, I'm going to learn how to do origami. I am going to learn how to play the guitar. Whatever it is, even if I'm going to research all the presidents and figure out who was the most effective and why. Your topics are going to range and be different, and that is what is so great about this project. So please know that nothing is a terrible idea, a bad idea. This is about you embracing what you want to learn. So get excited. John Spencer is a teacher who has really promoted why doing Genius Hour projects are really important. So this is just a fun graphic that you should take a look at. And it's developing a maker mindset. And I like to think of this, it's not only a maker mindset, it's a growth mindset, it's a learning mindset, it's a discovery mindset. We're out to learn and tackle new things. So take your time to read this. You might become an explorer. You become engaged in the learning. You're taking creative risks. You might be helping your community, problem solving. So, and sometimes this helps you to be more empathetic and understand that learning is hard, trying new things is hard, and wow, epic fail here, but I'm going to try again. So just get ready to take this on and be excited and know that you're going to have ups and downs. But let's get into the basics. What is Genius Hour? So as you go through this, each slide, there will be a video. And you can just click on the center. Let's actually make sure it works, right? And there you go. You have a video that's going to pop up for you to watch. Then when you go on to the next slide, this is, you're seeing Miss Wilmer's comments or Liz's comments. One of our favorite pep talks by Kid President. Typically we show this before CMAS to really get you pumped and inspire, but now we're going to show it to you before tackling your first Genius Hour project. And we hope you enjoy him as much as we do and feel inspiration from him. The next three slides are examples of Genius Hour projects. My son Sam was in Miss Ellis's fourth grade class, and he decided to learn stop motion video. And it was amazing. He learned what the lighting was like, how you have to put it at different angles so you don't have shadows. He learned from different YouTube videos how best to set up your camera. If you're looking straight down, if you're coming more forward. So a lot of research went into him finally creating this video, and we found this contest with goldfish, and you could enter your own stop motion video for this goldfish contest. So Sam created his own. So you again can watch and enjoy. This is solving a problem. So this is on the PBS school, like they have this design challenge program. And this is from that program. So these students wanted to design a new chair so that kids wouldn't tip over. Teacher suggestion, keep all four on the floor, but still they wanted to solve a problem and went after it. And you can click on the video and watch it as well. And then one year in Liz's class, Luke, he loved playing the guitar, and he was an amazing guitar player. And he actually said, I'm going to build a guitar, and he did. And then he wrote a song, and he played it for the class. It was amazing. So the possibilities are broad, and you just need to brainstorm. It's not going to come to you right away. You got to sit down, talk with your siblings, talk with your parents, FaceTime a friend, and just brainstorm. What do you like? What are you interested in? So here are some questions you can ask, and take time with this. The more time you take, the better you will feel about what you want to do. So questions to ask yourself. What do you do to have fun? What are your interests? What have you always wanted to learn and you're given this opportunity to do it? What problems could you solve at school or in our community? So stop and think. I know some of you talked about how we didn't have compost options when we went to the state capitol, and that you really wanted to do something about that. So that might be something that you take on and research the importance of composting. What would you like to make or create? Whoops. So that again might be, we had Luke who made a guitar, Sam who made a stop motion video. I had a student in my class who decided he wanted to learn origami and learn how to make videos to create tutorials for others to make them, and he had his own YouTube channel. So many different things to do. What issues should people know about that they don't know about? How can you create awareness around something that's really important? Last year in my class, we created public service announcements around animals in Colorado that were going extinct and what people could do to help protect them. So how do we raise awareness? Now on this side, you're going to see I have a little brainstorming mind map here. So I thought, well, what are some things going on in my household that I could brainstorm and show you what some interests are going on here? We talked about we should make a skateboard rack because Case and Sam are really into skateboarding and we're getting a lot of them and we have no place to put them. I really want to make reusable gift bags. I'm tired of buying wrapping paper and bags. I just want to have reusable ones that I can make and pass along. We have encouraging people to be kinder, so that could be a campaign of, especially in this time right now, how do we choose kindness and encourage others to show and demonstrate kindness? Case is super duper interested in coding, and so we're tossing around how to learn Python. We thought another issue that is super important is to help seniors learn how to use technology. It's a whole new world of how things are communicated, and how can we help them stay informed in the ways that we do today. Design a tiny house. I really am a firm believer in just using space efficiently and effectively, and that we don't have to have a huge home to have all that we need. And so that would be really exciting for me to do. And then educating others about the brain and best learning techniques. With a 7th grader, a tweener, I'm realizing that executive functioning skills are really important, and how to get organized, how to study well, what are the techniques. We have a lot of brain search right now and how to share this with the greater community. So those are interests that are going on in our household, and it was super fun for us to brainstorm. And I hope that you sit down with your family and brainstorm. And then on the next slide, we watched these at the start of the school year, but we wanted to put these back in for you. This is not going to be easy and then done in a week. The goal is that this is a project that's going to take time. You're going to come up with a plan. You're going to need to do some research. There are going to be things that work really well. There are going to be things that feel hard or don't work, or you feel like you failed, and you have to work through that. That's how great things come to be, is through trying, taking risks, making mistakes, being reflective and learning, and then embracing that challenge. And so if you're feeling down or uncertain or being hard on yourself, come back and watch these videos, and I think you'll feel inspired and good, and remember that, wait a second, I'm being too hard on myself, and this is how we grow and we learn. So with that being said, you are going to have in Google Classroom a Genius Hour Brainstorm packet, and you can walk through it on your own or with an adult. When you complete it, we want you to turn it in through Google Classroom, and we like it to be turned in by Friday, April 10th. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and find this Genius Hour brain packet. It's right here. We're going to pull it up. And voila. Okay. A lot of this you saw in the slide presentation, but now it's in a document that you will turn into us so we can review it. So you're going to think about the questions that I went over in the slide presentation. You can put your 5 ideas, 5 to 10 ideas, however many you have, right in this box. You can put number 1, make a skateboard. It's taking its time. That's okay, it's thinking. I think you get the point. You can just put 1 and then you return and it'll make, so if I skateboard rock, and then when I hit it, the 2 automatically comes up. So I'll take that out of there so it's not in yours. Remember, I did a mind map. So I didn't even do this, all my brainstorming actually on the Chromebook. I got a piece of paper and we just, as a family, started throwing out all the ideas that we have. And then, of course, I put it in the slide presentation because I wanted you to be able to see it. Something, you need to think about why these ideas are important to you. So let's take the learning how to build a skateboard rack. We're kind of solving a problem in our household. We have a lot of skateboards and they need a place to go. Also, Sam would be learning new skills because he'd have to use different tools in order to make this happen. He'd also be using measurement. A lot of different skills would go into him making this. So, and then it's also teamwork because he'd be working with his dad. So that's why it's important to Sam and his dad. So I want you to stop and say, why is this important to me? For Case, he's really keen on learning Python and he really wants to learn a new skill. So just stop and say, ooh, why do I want to do this? And you might have your own reason outside of the reasons that we listed. Narrow down your idea, do that mind map, and then finally get to the idea that is the most inspiring to you, okay? And I want you to go ahead and we're not going to have a link. You're just going to put it here. And if you need to meet with your teacher and sort of, hey, I think I want to do this and talk about it with us, we can figure that out. We can figure it out through Google Classroom. We can figure it out through communicating on this document. So what is the most inspiring? And then you're going to, last, what do you know about this topic already? What do you bring to this project already? And what do you want to know? What do you have to figure out? What are the things you need to do? And so once you finish this, again, it'll be in Google Classroom. Please submit it. All right, 4th graders. So this is step 1 in our Genius Hour project. We are just getting down to what we're doing, why we're doing it, what we know, and then what we need to figure out. The following week, we're going to start really planning. And so you'll get another video presentation for that. But get pumped. It's a ton of fun. You're going to be super psyched. We'll be sharing these ideas. Don't worry, you guys are going to get to share them with your peers. We're just in the beginning of this, though, so please be patient. And I hope you're super duper excited because it's an awesome project and kids have always loved it. It's one of those things that they remember from 4th grade. All right, get brainstorming.